I did want to talk about, before we get into the meat of the show proper, what has this press tour been like for you guys? Because I've talked to a bunch of you, and it's always crazy secretive. You can never say anything, but it feels like it's even more locked down before.
It is. This year's been much tighter because there's really not that much we can talk about until the first episode has aired, because that's the big secret. So it's kind of been nice in a way. It's been quiet, you know, from our standpoint. We can focus on the show, focus on telling really cool stories, and focus on the work, you know, and that's what everybody really wants to see. You know, the press sort of fires themselves up. I mean, like, no offense, but everybody asks the same question so far as with the Negan thing, and we all know that. So it's kind of like everybody has to wait, and we will find out very shortly what happens. What I'm more excited about is what's going to happen with the rest of the season. I mean, there's been so much focus on this moment in time in our storytelling, and I think that the audience has sort of, forgotten to remember that there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's going to go down as the season progresses, and it's intense. And I would say they shouldn't really be so much worried about the first episode as the rest of the season.
Well, so what can you tease about it? What can you tease? Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Great. Well, I mean, there's stuff we know from the footage. We know that we're going to be going to the sanctuary. We know that we're going to be exploring the saviors. But that's all you can tell us.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and the other things that were announced that are in the trailer, people can see and extrapolate from it. If people follow the graphic novels, there's some sort of Easter eggs in the trailer, and I'm not going to tell you that you can. That's for you to find out. Those are gifts to the people who read the graphic novels. They will see some things that will tip off what may or may not be coming from a geographic standpoint as to where the story moves and the different communities that we're coming into. Let's remember that Jesus said in our show last season, or the season before, your world's about to get a whole lot bigger. And I think that is something that we just need to keep in mind. That's now that they're in a situation where we're dealing with outside forces, but we are in one place. I think that's when we're going to see how big the world really is, because we're not on the move anymore.